This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
You asked, or a comment you made after we spoke to a group somewhere. Maybe you're that girl we met in the locked ward, we still call it the cage, in the orphanage in Central America. Jana sat with you there and shared your hope that someday you would see your mother again.
Maybe you're the single mom whose baby Jill helped deliver as an apprentice midwife. You smiled and nodded when Jill asked if it would be okay if she said a prayer for your newborn babe. You might be the mom who approached Jessa after we spoke at a women's conference somewhere. You asked for ideas about how you could be more helpful and encouraging to your teenage daughter as she struggles with relationships involving boys.
Or perhaps you're the girl Jinger met while she was ministering at the juvenile detention center. You could hardly bring yourself to believe that God could really forgive you, but Jinger assured you he can, and will.
Maybe you've never met or contacted us at all, but you've seen our family's show on television and you're curious. Whoever you are, whether you're the girl we met who goes to a Christian school and attends church 3 times a week, but is still struggling inside, or the girl with 5 tattoos and multiple piercings, the one whose parents sent you to the Christian girls retreat Jana works at, hoping you could be fixed there, we've written this book to continue the conversation we started with you but couldn't finish because time ran out and we had to go our separate ways. And we've written this book because the volume of letters and emails that come to us is more than we can manage individually, and because we know how it feels to be curious about something. We know how weird we must seem to a lot of you with our different style of dressing and our conservative Christian beliefs. We know it's unusual to be part of a family with 19 children, one that's featured on reality TV, not for the outrageous things we do or say, but for the adventures a family the size of ours can have doing ordinary activities. And we're curious about you too. We'd like to know how we can impact your life for good. Even though we've never met most of you reading this book, we want you to know we love you and care about your future. We want to share our stories with you, knowing you have a story too, and hoping something we say here might empower you to use your story, your life, to help others. Racing against time. Several years ago, before anyone outside our circle of friends and family had ever heard of the Duggars, our parents prayed, "Lord, we pray that our family can impact the world for you." Mom and Dad look at life as a race against time. When they prayed that prayer, they were humbly asking God to keep each member of our family on the right track so that we might fulfill the purpose for which He created us, and that He would accomplish as much through us as possible during our time on earth. At that point, they probably would have been happy if even a single person had become a follower of Jesus because of them. They couldn't have imagined that instead we would be welcomed into millions of homes each week through television, which our family doesn't even watch. The way that happened is told in their 2 books, The Duggars, 20 and Counting, and A Love That Multiplies. Along with our brothers and sisters, we've grown up in the public spotlight, or as we describe it, living in a fishbowl. Now as adults, we 4 oldest girls, Jana, 24, Jill, 22, Jessa, 21, and Jinger, 20, are humbled by the opportunity we've been given to reach out to other girls and young women to share the blessings and lessons we've experienced as we've tried to follow the Christ-like way of life we have seen modeled by our parents. Because so many people, especially girls and young women like ourselves, have expressed such curiosity about the way our family works, and because it's just not possible to answer each question individually, we've written this book to tell you about our journey to adulthood, our goals and our faith, and how it all comes together in the work we've chosen to do. Making a difference in your relationships. We don't have a perfect family, and we're far from perfect ourselves. But all our lives, our parents have encouraged us Duggar kids to have a daily goal of maintaining and strengthening our closest relationships. Those relationships begin with the way we feel about ourselves, accepting the way God created us, and seeking His purpose for our lives. Then we focus on the way we relate to our parents. Our parents have always worked hard to make their relationship with us a priority. They've established family traditions and practices that involve cultivating character and motivating us to maximize our life purpose. And on practical terms, they encourage us to talk with them about not only the small